I would welcome you today to Frank James Park as we honor the memory of people who have lost their lives due to work-related injuries or occupational disease. Last year, 151 British Columbians died this way. While we are unable to congregate and pay tribute together due to COVID-19 restrictions, we will place flowers at Frank James Park to commemorate city employees who have lost their lives in the workplace. On October 18, 1989, Frank James, a city employee, was killed on the job. Those of you who worked with Frank appreciate how quickly a life can change. We also remember Richard McFarlane, a longtime City of Campbell River firefighter who died in 2014 from long-term exposures to workplace carcinogens. I would like to acknowledge the efforts that city employees undertake daily to make their jobs as safe as possible, often under difficult circumstances. All city flags are flying at half-mast today to acknowledge the National Day of Mourning. I encourage everyone to take this time to reflect on our commitment to workplace safety. Beginning in Canada, the Day of Mourning is now commemorated in more than 70 countries worldwide. The loss of life at work is tragic and preventable. The Day of Mourning encourages us to renew our commitment to ensure all workers are safe on the job. I will now read Council's Day of Mourning proclamation. Whereas, each year, workers and employers, family members of fatally injured workers and representatives from all levels of government are invited to participate in the Day of Mourning to honor the memory of lost workers and to increase public awareness of occupational health and safety. And whereas, the loss of life at work is tragic and preventable, and through observing the Day of Mourning, we honor those who have passed away and remind our community to renew their commitment to ensure all workers are safe on the job. And whereas in 2020, 151 workers in British Columbia lost their lives due to workplace injury or occupational disease, and whereas the National Day of Mourning was initiated by the Canadian Labour Congress in 1984, and Canada was the first country to formally recognize this day now observed around the world, now therefore be it resolved that Andy Adams, Mayor of the City of Campbell River, does hereby proclaim April 28, 2021 to be the Day of Mourning in the City of Campbell River, British Columbia. Please take a moment of silence to pay tribute to workers who've died or been injured at work, and to co-workers and families mourning a loved one, lost or suffering from work-related illness or injury. Thank you for joining us virtually today. As we conclude, I remind everyone that it is our individual and collective responsibilities to make all of our working days safe ones.
A Day of Mourning to me is an opportunity for us all to reflect back and remember those who paid the ultimate price and sacrifice while performing the duties of their job, whether it be an occupational injury or an occupational illness. And it's a somber reminder for all of us to put safety first so that we can all shorten up that list.
April 28th, the Workers' Day of Mourning, holds significant importance to the members of Local 1668. Not only do we remember all workers that have lost their lives in workplace accidents or due to illness, but we honor and remember our fallen brother, Lieutenant Richard McFarlane, who tragically lost a battle with occupational cancer.
Hello, I'm Jessica Berglund, the Director of Occupational Health and Safety Investigations at WorkSafe BC. It's my privilege to say a few words on this day of mourning as we remember all those who have died because of workplace injury and disease. Last year in British Columbia, 151 workers lost their lives because of their work. Sadly, this is an increase from the 140 work-related deaths in 2019. More recently, we lost several workers to traumatic workplace injury in February and March of this year, which occurred in a variety of industries throughout the province. Each of their losses is a tragedy that's felt by so many families, friends, co-workers, and communities. In my area of investigations, I've seen the devastating consequences of these tragedies, and I've also seen that many of these deaths could have been prevented. At WorkSafe BC, we work diligently to prevent workplace injury, disease, and death through education, consultation, and enforcement. But we all share in this responsibility. Whether you're an employer, worker, union representative, or part of an industry association, we all have a part to play in keeping workplaces safe so that these terrible losses don't happen. Employers have the legal responsibility to provide a healthy and safe workplace for their workers. And workers have the right to expect a healthy and safe workplace and to be properly trained and to refuse unsafe work. No matter what the industry, employers need to ensure that they set up and maintain strong health and safety plans so that workers can understand and follow even as conditions change. We have seen the importance of this with the pandemic over the past year, with the responsibility of employers to develop and update their COVID-19 safety plans, for workers to follow these plans and ask questions if anything is unclear, and for WorkSafe BC to ensure these safety plans are maintained in all BC workplaces. Today, as we remember and honor the many people in BC who have lost their lives while earning their livelihoods, let's commit to working together, doing everything we can every single day to make sure every worker in this province goes home from work in the same condition as when they arrived. Let's remind ourselves that health and safety must be our priority every day of the year, because even one workplace death is one too many. Thank you.